Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne. I'm so glad you could join me. Today we're going to be doing stretches, which I love doing stretches. They just feel so good while I'm doing them. And then when I'm done, I feel like my whole body has had a bit of a workout and it takes me through the whole day. So I'm hoping you enjoy stretches as well. We'll start with the breath. And one thing we often don't do is we often don't empty the lungs. And so there's always that little bit of air left in the lungs. And it's really healthy and good for our lungs to completely empty them. So we begin with an inhale to the count of 3. And then we're going to exhale, and this time I'll count it out loud for you. And we're going to count to 3, and then I'm going to ask you to just, after that, completely empty your lungs. So exhale, 2, 3, now really empty them. And even more. And then breathe normally, because it's impossible to just move on. All right, now that you've caught your breath again, let's inhale to the count of 4. Inhale. Exhale to the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely. And some more. Good. We'll do that one more time. This time it'll still be to the count of 4. We won't go any farther than that. So inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely, and then even more. And then breathe normally. Oh, that's actually kind of hard. Okay, so take your left hand behind you, and you're just kind of grabbing that left wrist, if you can, with your hand. And if you can't, then grab onto a piece of the chair, maybe the top or the back or whatever. So you're just trying to grab and pull that left arm so that you're moving that shoulder away from you. And then go ahead and first bring the ear to the left, and then bring the ear to the right. And can you feel that stretch on the left hand side of your neck as you pull that left shoulder away from the ear? And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just release that. All right, so we're taking now the right arm and we're grabbing it with our left hand and bringing that right arm. You can see mine is like all the way across the back. And then first you lay the right ear to the right shoulder. So you're stretching out that left side just a little bit. And then laying the left ear to the left shoulder and really feeling that stretch on the right hand side of your neck and all the way down into that shoulder joint. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just release that. Good. All right. So normally we do prayer hands up. What we're trying to do now is to turn them down. And you can see I can't get very far down. So bring them back up and then turn them down. Bring them back up and then turn them down. And you can really feel your whole arm getting active right into the chest. Then take those hands and bring the backs together, and I have them down. And try and bring them towards your chest and up So there's a real stretch happening here. And you might not get very far, or your hands might, be more open. We're trying to get them together, and you can see I cannot do it either. Bring those hands down. Now they'll touch for me, but as soon as I start bringing them up further, they just don't want to. And I can, well, no, I can't, because I'm getting you feel my shoulders just coming right up into my ears trying to achieve that. And I'm just going to try it one more time so it's down. And then I'm going to rotate it to try and come up. And I'm going to try and keep my shoulders away from my ears. Really difficult to do. And then come back down. Okay, so let's just stretch that out a little bit. So I've got my right hand all the way out. And I'm going to pull my thumb towards me. Just giving it a little bit of pressure. Then my pointer towards me, giving it a little bit of pressure. Middle finger towards me. It's a good thing to do when you're at a commercial break in your favorite TV show. Unless you pre-record and go through the commercials. Okay, and then I'm going to lay the tip of my thumb and the base and middle of my fingers, and I'm going to do the whole top part, really stretching out that wrist. And then I'm going to turn it down and do the opposite. I can really feel that. It's a good thing to do periodically. So now I'm going to do my left thumb. And then I'm going to pull my left pointer back. And then my middle finger, just allowing a bit of time. Did you hear my fingers crack there? Maybe I should do this more often. And my ring finger, that one too. And then my pinky. And then I'm catching the top of my thumb and all of my fingers, bringing that back. And then turning that down and trying to apply some pressure to try and get my wrist to bend a bit more that way. And then releasing that. All right, so we're going to do some helicopter arms here. Beginning by facing forward for an inhale. And then on the exhale, just turning a little bit to the right. Inhale. Exhale a little more to the right, and now I'm looking right. Inhale. Exhale as far right as I can do it, and exhaling all the way out and more. And then inhale forward. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm exhaling a little to the right, kind of allowing my back to get ready. Inhale. Exhale a little further. Inhale. And exhale as far left as I can go. Exhale. Exhale some more. And inhale forward. And let's release those arms. All right, so we're still seated in the chair. I've come to the very front of the chair. Actually, I can turn so you can see what I'm going to do here. And then I'm leaning forward, that 45-degree angle, and I start with my arms back for airplane arms, and I'm really pulling those shoulders away from the ears. And then trying to keep those shoulders away from the ears, I'm bringing the arms down, and then hopefully forward without losing that shoulder position. And as soon as you feel that shoulder position giving way, you'll have to stop. And that's where you want to stay hanging out for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. So suck in the belly. Try and keep those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and bring those arms back down and back. All the time we're keeping those shoulders away from the ears. So we'll make it more of a dynamic movement now instead of static. So on the exhale, we're bringing the arms down, keeping those shoulders where they belong. On the inhale, we'll bring them back to where they were forward, really focusing on keeping the shoulders where they belong. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhaling back up to the back. Bring them as far up as you can bring them now. Exhaling it back down. Inhaling it up front. Total focus on the shoulders. That's where you're focusing. But don't forget to suck in the belly so you don't curve that lower back. Exhaling down. Inhale those arms to the back and up as far as they'll go. And exhale that down. Good. Now, I'm going to show you first to the side and then I'll turn to the front. This is called Happy Baby. On the mats, when you're on the mats, people really like the Happy Baby pose. So it's a little different on the chair, but it does still feel good. So your arms are out, not as wide as they can go, but they are out. Your hands come straight down and you try and wrap them around the outside of that leg as you lean forward. If you feel yourself tipping off the chair, you'll want to stop. If you're feeling secure, you can go ahead and drop that head as low as it'll go and then move your head until you feel your neck relax because it'll have been tense. You might be able to wrap those hands around to the inside of your feet. And you might not. That's okay too. And we'll just stay here for about the count, a slow count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming up, placing your hands on your shoulders but still leaning forward. And you dip the right shoulder and look left and try and move the left shoulder over top the right. So now maybe I should face the camera again. So it looks like this. And then you dip the left shoulder and move that right shoulder back so it looks like this. So our whole shoulder, upper body, arms, neck, fingers, wrists, tackled all of that. And I'm just slowly changing it from one shoulder dip to the other. It's just such a good, really good stretch. And my last left side shoulder dip. Take your time getting to there, because we can always wait a bit while you do that. And I'm sitting up. Very slowly I'm going to stand so that gives you time to finish getting to that left shoulder dip. And then when you're ready, we can stand. And I want the seat of the chair facing me in my standing position here because I'm going to be using that later. Okay, so if you're feeling stable on your feet, and you can turn the chair if you need to hang on to the back of it for this, I'm crossing my left leg over my right. Okay, then I'm going to take that left hip and move it out so that I'm just dipping that right shoulder a bit and lifting the left shoulder up. And then I'm going to bring an arm reach into it as well, so that my arm is reaching, so that the upper arm is over my ear. So this is my left arm, left ear, and my left leg has crossed over my right. It's probably going to look backwards on your screen. And holding that, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you probably felt a good crunch on the right side and a nice stretch on the left. All right, and before we do the other side, because we'll come back to it, we're going to take chair position. I'm coming a little closer to the chair, not much, and I'm leading with my butt to try and sit down, but I'm also leaning forward with my upper body, but I'm not leaning forward with my knees. Okay, so I'll tell you that again. We're standing. I'm leading with my butt, leaning forward with my upper body, and that's bringing me down. And then I'm bringing my hands either to the chair, which is fine, or forward. Okay, and we hold that. Just for one inhale, exhale. Now you can put your fingertips on the chair to grab your tiptoes, or if you think you can handle it, you can bring your arms forward for the tiptoe. Inhale. Bring your heels down and your arms back like we did before for the exhale. Arms forward and tiptoes, inhale. Arms back and heels down, exhale. Arms forward and tiptoe, inhale. Arms back and heels down, exhale. Bet you can feel that. And then let's stand. All right. From here, we leave the left foot here and we bring the right foot back, and my legs are straight. My right foot is at a 45-degree angle out, and that's what keeps you balanced. That's your base. Your right foot remains tipped forward, but you're going to come up on your heel if that works for you. Otherwise, you can leave it down. Okay? And then your left hand, so it's your left foot forward, your left arm comes up and over, and your right arm grabs that wrist as you turn this into a soft back bend looking up. And this is called archer. Inhale. Exhale. You can widen your base too if you like. It's however it works for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then come out of that. And always, you know, if you're in a spot that's bothering your body or hurts your body, then you back out of that to where it didn't. So let's say by taking the back bend that did hurt, then you want to stop yourself from going all that way. You're in charge of your body, right? You know what's hurting and what's not. Then I'm going to come down. I'm on the one foot, and I'm bringing my right foot up so that it's at the same height as my butt and my back. All right? Bend that knee, and then we're going to make a circle with that knee. So you're going to hang on to the chair for your balance. You have to kind of open up that pelvic and hip area, and then make a circle leading with your knee on this side. Surprisingly difficult to do. And I'm just very slowly making 3 circles. And then I'm going to put my foot right down, my right foot by my left, and I'm going to come down on the chair to my elbows, reaching my head, if I can, for the base of the chair, and then bringing my hands up behind my head to add to that stretch. You can walk your elbows forward if that adds to the stretch. You'll know you're in a good stretch when you feel the back of your legs. That's what you want to feel. Okay? So the back of your legs. But it also feels good just on your back. And we'll stay here for a slow count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can come out of that and you will come to standing in mountain because your feet are already where they need to be. So you're pressing heavily into the 4 corners of your feet. Tighten the calves. Lift the kneecaps if you can. Tighten those upper thighs. Tighten the butt. Suck in the belly and just tilt that tailbone, and you can physically try and do it with your hand. Just a little bit to protect that lower back. Bring those shoulder blades by using your elbows back and down. And then hands into that prayer hands at heart center. And your gaze is just slightly forward, slightly down. Hold. Inhale. Keeping everything tense, don't let go of anything. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And you can bring your hands down. So the other side. The right foot crosses over the left. You can move your chair around if you need to keep your balance. And your left hand stays down by that left side for now because you're going to take that right hip and push it out to the right. And then your right hand comes up and over. You can grab that right hand if you like, or you can just keep that left hand down, whatever's working for you as we inhale. Exhale. Everything's getting stretched. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that arm down. And then we go once more to that chair pose, leading with the butt coming down. The arms, getting your shoulder blades set, and then the arms come forward and on your toes. The arms go back and on your heels and come to the floor. Inhale the arms forward. Exhale them straight down. Inhale them back. You're on your heels now. Exhale them straight down. Come on your toes. Inhale them forward. Exhale them straight down. Come onto your heels. Last one. Inhale them back. And exhale them straight down. You don't want to do too many of those or you'll feel them in your derriere tomorrow. Okay, so archer on the right foot. So the right foot stays planted, the left foot comes back, and then the right foot comes up on the heel. Again, go into these poses only as far as your body feels good. The right leg is the one that's forward, the right arm is the one that comes up. And then the left arm grabs that right wrist. And you can lean into that for archer, or if your back does not agree, you can even just stay here if you wish. or wherever you're in control of that lower back. Suck in the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and we come out of that archer to come onto our chair, lifting the left leg up so that it's in line with your back. Then bend that knee so the foot is up. For some people, this is where you'll stop. If you're able to, you'll bring that knee down and around and back up. So you see how I'm making a circle here with my knee. And I'm only making 3 of those. You make them however it works for you, however fast you need to do it, or however slow. Okay? And then we bring that foot down. And once more we reach to put our elbows on the chair. This time we're going to do something slightly different. You're going to back up your feet until you feel a lot of work happening in those upper arms. And then reaching with your head for the chair. So I can feel a stretch in my arms. I can feel a stretch in the back of my legs. And I'm hanging on to the back of the chair. And we're holding this for a count of 5, so that's already been a full count. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to the chair, you do 1 super wide step, hanging on to the chair. Don't let go of the chair. So you're hanging on to the chair and just letting your legs stretch apart as far as they'll go. Well, maybe not as far as they'll go. You might not want to do that. But a good stretch until you feel a stretch in the pelvic region and no farther. And then just heel toe your feet back in. Good. And we'll have a seat. So just want to make sure we've got everything stretched out. This last is called eagle arms and eagle legs. I've done it before, I think. The right knee comes over the left knee. And if you're not able to do that, then you just take the right ankle over the left ankle. If you can, you try and tuck that right foot behind the calf of the left leg. And of course, if that's, unable for you to reach on your journey, then you're just going to leave it crossed. Then we take the right arm and the left, we put the left under the right. And then we either try and grab onto these hands, or you grab for your shoulders and you just make it a hug, whatever works, wherever you get to, okay? And then we lift those elbows up as far as you can. Make those shoulders work. And lower. You don't want to actually hold it too long in that upward position. So we'll make it go with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And we release that, unwind yourself. And we cross the left knee over the right knee, or the left ankle over the right ankle, whatever works. And then you can try and wrap that left foot around the right calf, or you can stay wherever it works for you, remembering from last time that your journey is your own. All right, the arms come out, and then the right now comes over the left. Nope, the left, right comes under the left. That's it. The right comes under the left. And then we lift the elbows up on the inhale. And on the exhale, we lower down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. A great back stretch and shoulder stretch, and inhale up. And exhale down. And then we unwind ourselves from that. And we'll just do one last twist. So your knees face forward. Your hands come together in prayer at heart center. And my elbows are straight out. Okay, so I don't have them down. I'm trying to bring them as straight out as I can. Leaning forward about 45 degrees. And then bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And you can either keep them more straight, or you can bring the right elbow directly over top of the left and then press into that left hand and look up and inhale. Exhale, just stay wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale. You want to feel the challenge of each pose, but you don't want to hurt. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center, keeping those elbows nice and straight if you can. Now you're taking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and inhale. Exhale. Looking up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we can face forward. Release those. You know what? Maybe just do a back stretch and press of the hands here. Just to, there we go. And we'll do a circle of the right ankle one way, the other way. A circle of the left ankle one way. And if you can't cross, then just hold your legs so that you can get your foot off the floor. And the other way. And then bringing your feet down. One right arm across your chest and pressing that with your left hand to just, stretch out those triceps and the shoulder. And down. And then the left arm. We're almost headed into our very closing. So a reminder, if you enjoyed the video, to press subscribe and tap the bell icon so you know when the new videos come in about once a week. And return that. We were looking at the 12 things to remember, and we've done 3. The 4th one is judgments are not about you. So, you hear something said about you, and a reminder is, you know what, it's not about you. It's about the person who made the judgment. So you can let those off your shoulder and just be who you are. All right. Taking a deep inhale, press your lower back into the back of the chair, which is an instant reminder to your body to relax. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just think about relaxing that whole lower leg and the thigh and the butt. Let it get heavy, heavy. Melt into the chair. If you've been holding your tummy muscles through a lot of these exercises, then just let it relax now. And then relax those shoulders And the arms, maybe opening up those hands so the fingers are slightly curled and facing up. Release the tension in those cheeks. Drop the lower jaw away from the upper jaw so you're not clenching. And just appreciate you had the determination to come and do 20 to 30 minutes of a good stretch. You can slowly open your eyes. I hope you all have a really good week. And may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.